Batman Damned, Comic Explored. The series is known for its mature themes, explicit content, and stunning artwork. It explores the psychological depths of Batman, pushing the boundaries of the superhero genre and delving into the darker side of the DC universe. Batman Damned is a dark and gritty comic book miniseries published by DC Comics under its Black Label imprint. Written by Brian Azzarello and illustrated by Lee Bermejo, this mature reader series delves into the supernatural side of the DC universe. Let's get into the comic exploration, but before we jump into the exploration, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on future videos. Thank you. Let's begin. Batman Damned, Issue 1. The story opens with Batman gravely injured and wandering the streets of Gotham City. He collapses on a bridge, disoriented and bleeding, with no memory of how he got there. Paramedics find him and attempt to help, but he disappears into the night, retreating to the shadows. News reports reveal that the Joker has been found dead, his body washed up in the Gotham River. The exact circumstances of his death are unclear, but there is an insinuation that Batman may have been involved. This revelation sets Batman on a spiraling path to uncover the truth. Batman encounters John Constantine, the chain-smoking, sharp-tongued occult detective, who offers to help him piece together the events leading up to the Joker's death. Constantine serves as a sardonic guide, providing cryptic clues while questioning Batman's sanity and perception of reality. His presence signals that this story will delve into the mystical and surreal rather than straightforward detective work. During his investigation, Batman is plagued by visions of a young, ghostly girl, an incarnation of the Enchantress. She appears to know more about the events surrounding the Joker's death and hints at a deeper connection to Batman's past. Her taunts and riddles suggest that her influence on Bruce Wayne may have begun when he was a child. Interwoven with the present-day mystery are flashbacks to Bruce Wayne's childhood. These flashbacks hint at unresolved trauma and tension within his family, portraying his parents, Thomas and Martha Wayne, in a more flawed and human light. The memories add a layer of psychological complexity to Batman's character and hint at the roots of his current turmoil. The issue blurs the lines between reality and illusion, with Batman questioning what he sees and experiences. His encounters with Constantine, the Enchantress, and other supernatural figures seem to exist in a dreamlike state, leaving readers uncertain about their authenticity. By the end of the issue, Batman resolves to uncover the truth about the Joker's death, even as the nature of his involvement remains unclear. The stage is set for a psychological and supernatural odyssey that will test Batman's grip on reality and challenge his understanding of himself. Batman Damned, Issue 2. The issue opens with Batman still haunted by the question of whether he killed the Joker. He struggles with his memories, unable to piece together the events leading up to the Joker's death. John Constantine remains at his side, providing cryptic commentary and guiding him through the increasingly surreal landscape of Gotham City. As Batman continues his investigation, he experiences flashbacks to his childhood, specifically to a traumatic memory involving Thomas and Martha Wayne. The flashbacks reveal tension between his parents, including hints of an affair and the emotional strain it placed on the family. These memories deepen Bruce's sense of guilt and helplessness, drawing parallels to his current psychological state. Batman encounters Deadman, the ghostly hero who can possess living bodies. Deadman provides some insight into the supernatural forces at play, suggesting that something darker may be manipulating events. He warns Batman that the line between life and death is more fragile than he realizes, further complicating Batman's quest for clarity. Batman faces off against a brutal gang in an alley, a fight that highlights his physical vulnerability. His injuries and mental state make the confrontation more perilous than usual. However, the fight is interspersed with hallucinations and unsettling visions, leaving both Batman and the reader unsure of what is real. The Enchantress, a recurring presence since the first issue, continues to taunt Batman. She appears to have a deep connection to him, claiming that she has been with him since his childhood and suggesting that she knows the darkest corners of his soul. Her role remains ambiguous. She is both a tormentor and a potential key to understanding the mystery of the Joker's death. As the issue progresses, Batman becomes increasingly uncertain about his role in the Joker's death. The narrative suggests that his guilt and repressed memories may be tied to a larger supernatural influence. Constantine remains evasive, further blurring the lines between ally and manipulator. The issue ends with a dramatic and ambiguous moment, leaving Batman and the reader, grappling with the nature of his reality and the growing possibility that forces beyond his control are shaping the events around him. The stage is set for the final confrontation in the next issue. Batman Damned, Issue 3. The issue begins with Batman still haunted by the mystery of the Joker's death. Gotham City feels more surreal than ever as supernatural forces continue to plague him. John Constantine remains at his side, his cryptic and sardonic commentary adding to the tension. The story delves deeper into Bruce Wayne's childhood trauma. He recalls moments of tension and secrets within the Wayne family, as well as his struggle to process his parents' deaths. These flashbacks highlight how deeply guilt and fear have shaped him. Batman seeks out Zatanna, hoping her magical expertise might shed light on his predicament. Zatanna performs a cryptic spell, but her involvement raises more questions than answers. She hints at a dark force tied to Batman's past and warns him of the danger he faces in pursuing the truth. The Enchantress reappears, further taunting Batman with his insecurities and his darker impulses. She claims that she has been with him since his childhood, influencing his life in ways he can't fully understand. Her words suggest that Batman's very existence is tied to a deal with the supernatural, casting doubt on the moral foundation of his crusade. Deadman plays a significant role, warning Batman about the thin veil separating life and death. His presence emphasizes the metaphysical stakes of the story, suggesting that the Joker's death may not be as final as it seems. Meanwhile, Constantine continues to nudge Batman toward accepting the uncomfortable truths about himself and the Joker. He implies that Batman and the Joker are two sides of the same coin, eternally linked in a cycle of violence and obsession. Batman finally confronts the truth about the Joker's death. In a flashback, it's revealed that during their fight on the bridge, Batman accidentally caused the Joker to fall into the river. The fall appeared fatal, but Constantine and others hint that the Joker's death is not the end. Whether the Joker remains dead or will rise again is left ambiguous, reflecting the cyclical nature of their rivalry. The story closes with Batman grappling with his guilt and the ambiguity of his actions. He questions whether he is truly a force for justice or merely another agent of chaos, like the Joker. Constantine, in his final commentary, suggests that Batman's eternal struggle with darkness is both his curse and his purpose.